So you want help just to come up with an elevator speech? Is that what you want?
Well, how do we come up with that story? So it's less of a pitch. To do our video, to put it on our website. That storyline, that slogan, that getting to the heart of it.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
First and foremost, Tina, I would say, we live in a world that's screaming for authenticity, right? Everybody's fake.
Yeah.
Like, if I was to jump on Facebook right now, I would find some 23-year-old life coach sitting in front of a Lamborghini, right, that he hired for a day, and then probably got a body double with six-pack. Or maybe they do have their own actual tan because they've spent 3 years finding themselves. And we all know it's rubbish, right? We all know that stuff is crazy. Yes, maybe they can build a click funnel, but they can't build a business, right? So I would suggest to you that it would be better if your story was less impressive but 100% authentic, because I think the marketplace can smell a rat, right? So I reckon that so for me, all I did was go and tell my entrepreneurial story, right? So every time I jump up on stage, I tell the story about, selling juggling balls in high school and then building that out to now have sold 8 companies, right? It's definitely not the sexiest story, I'll be honest. Like, there are people out there that jump up on stage, for example, and they go, I was 70 grand in debt and I turned it into, $10 million, whatever, right? That's probably a sexier story, but it's not mine, right? I never was stupid enough to get into debt. I was always able to sell, right? I was able to sell from day one. I didn't need to go into $70,000 worth of credit card debt and sleep on my friend's couch. I was able to sell stuff from day one, so I didn't have that story. So, for me, my absolute why is I want to change culture. I've noticed that culture sucks and it's not the way God wants it. And so I believe business people are going to be solving the problem. That's not just something that I sat down one day and came up with. In fact, for me in my story, I've been teaching I was teaching and coaching companies for 8 years before I ever did anything with a camera and told my story to an audience. Just too busy doing it, right?
Yeah.
All that to say that you just need to find your inner why. If you were to trade the rest of your life and you could only do one thing, and that one thing was to help business people, what would be your motivation for trading your entire life for that, right? It's probably as simple as grabbing a water bottle and a journal and a Bible and going on a beach for a day and turning your phone off, or out in the bush, whatever you want to do, and just spend an entire day digging deep going, why am I doing what I'm doing? It doesn't need to be sexy, it needs to be real. If you work out what your real why is, and then you work out how to articulate that, you will enroll and inspire people by default, because they will be able to tell that it's purely authentic.